It's time for us to talk about Mikel Merino. This guy seems to just come up clutch every single time. And it is not by accident that he's doing this. The reason why Mikel Arteta bought Mikel Merino is number one, is because he's from Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad have one of the most elite education systems in football. Players that come out of Real Sociedad always know ball. We go from the likes of Martin Odegaard. We go to Alexandra Isak. We go to Martin Zubamendi. There's so many more that are still at the club at the moment of the come out of Real Sociedad previously. They really know how to teach players what they need to do. The talent education in Real Sociedad needs to be studied. So let's talk about Mikel Merino. Not only does this guy come up clutch consistently for the teams he plays for, he does it technically playing out of position. He is not meant to be a striker. He is meant to be an attacking midfielder or a holding midfielder. He's not a box-to-box guy because he doesn't have the legs, but his IQ is on a different level. I keep saying this. If Mikel Merino had legs, if he had just maybe 2 more yards of pace, he would be absolutely unstoppable as a striker and even a midfielder. His knowledge of the game is second to none. You listen to Mikel Arteta or any of these teammates speak about Mikel Merino, they will turn around and say, listen, the way this guy understands the game is absolutely amazing. And once again, he's proven it on the biggest stage. I do not understand how this guy is not getting more minutes at the World Cup. I can only turn around and say it can only be because of injury. It can't only be that they're managing these minutes, because this guy is top quality. He needs to start the next game. If Spain want to win, this guy has to come into play because he makes them play. Yamal comes alive on the right. Pedri can see a ball. Rodri can see a ball. Everybody plays better when Mikel Merino is on the pitch. And the reason why is because he steps onto the field of play and he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Everything is thought out. Nothing is a fluke when it comes to Mikel Merino. This guy sits on the sideline and I'm pretty sure he studies the game. He looks at the holes in the other team and he says to himself, I cannot wait to get onto this pitch because I can see pictures. Quick free kick, dying minutes. If you look at the way he moves for the goal, he first of all brushes off one of their players after he takes the free kick, keeps moving, third man run, boom, in. And then let's talk about when he's in on goal. Let's talk about the composure. Let's talk about taking his time, giving the keeper the eyes, telling him he's going far when really he knows he's going to that near post and he's just going to elevate it so slightly to make sure the keeper doesn't have a chance of saving it. 1-0, Spain are through, Portugal are out. Mikel Merino is going to absolutely cook next season for Arsenal. Once Mikel Arteta switches to this style of play that he's kind of alluded to that he's going to do in terms of making Arsenal a little bit more attacking, making Arsenal a little bit more like PSG, he is absolutely going to cook with a left winger that can occupy defenders, that's going to give him space in the middle to move around. It's going to be absolutely, I'm salivating. I cannot wait for next season, providing that we get the right profile of left winger at Arsenal next season. But Mikel Merino, you got to give this guy his flowers. Seriously, you have to give this guy his flowers. He is so good, and he doesn't get talked about enough in terms of how clutch he is, especially as a striker. And before this tournament is over, providing that he gets the right amount of minutes, he is going to be devastated. Mark my words, he's going to be devastated in the box. He is going to be devastating in the box. He's going to jump into the box at the right time, and he'll probably score a header of some sort, providing the service is right. And if the service is right, you have to keep Pedri on the pitch with Mikel Merino. I love Rodri, but Pedri, in terms of creation, is on a different level, and he's been crying out for that. The Spanish team needs to be built around Mikel Merino as a central striker, and everybody else playing off him, because he can hold up the ball, he can head, he's physical. You get a corner, he's a threat. He's everything that this team is crying out for, and I can only presume the reason why they're not playing him is to manage his minutes and to make sure that he's there with them for the rest of the tournament. But if you're going to progress against the rest of the teams, so it only gets harder from here, you have to have Mikel Merino on the pitch, because they looked lackluster yesterday until Mikel Superman Merino came onto the pitch. I can't wait for the rest of Spain's games now, because I know Mikel Merino has to start. He looks fit. He looks fine. He's happy. He's celebrating. He's doing his thing. But you have to play this guy for the rest of the tournament. Jose Arrabal, great player, but for what they need, because the Spanish team is all about championing their star man, the winger, Lamine Yamal, as they should. But you need a central figure in these tight games that can hold up the ball, that can link, that can make the right runs, to enable the Yamals, to enable the Pedris, to even enable the Dani Olmos to make those runs that he likes to make. When Mikel Merino comes short, almost spinning around, we need to keep this guy into the team Spain. We need to keep him in the team Spain. We need to keep him in the team at all costs if you are going to win games. And I only want to see him in your team because I'm an Arsenal fan. I don't really care if Spain win, yes or no. Not really bothered. But this guy is top notch, and I can't wait to see him for the rest of the tournament.